buy a mansion and put in on Virginia Keys. I'm the only one who did his biggest masterpiece. I got him. Anyway, salute as always. This was a request. I ain't gonna say a request. This is a. I should position this another way. Fuck it. Anyway, yeah, this is a made a little post on Instagram, and so salute to brother Bruce, aka Streamer. Um, I think it's your Twitch name and stuff too, bro, so I can promote your stuff on my platforms. But anyway, um, yeah, man. So yeah, man. Like I said, salute to brother Bruce, aka Streamer. Um, he wanted me to, you know, make a video and or a podcast about this next topic, and this video is basically going to be never giving up on your dreams and ways to stay dedicated. Um, Truth be told, man, you should never really give up on your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do in your life, because that should be one of the main things that keep you going. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter how bad the situation is, trust me, I can relate to a lot of situations, man. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? I can relate to a lot. But the thing is, that's why they always say it's always best to focus on being disciplined more than it is being motivated. Because truth be told, man, motivation comes and goes. One day you can wake up feeling great, like man, I'm ready to man, like you can be ready to attack the life and attack the world, and, you know, like like they say, man, sometimes you're ready to attack the world and be on top of the world, and other times the world is on top of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just basically, it's really just about being dedicated, not dedicated, being disciplined over motivation. Because, like I said, motivation comes and goes, but discipline, like discipline, is that thing. Like you have to do it. My bad, I ain't got a notification. Anyway, like discipline is that thing. Like you have to do it, but it's not like discipline is really no emotions involved. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like motivation is like this. One day you high, one day you can be low. So that's why it's always good to be disciplined over motivated. And one of the ways to keep yourself dedicated to your dreams, first of all, write it down. It's kind of old school, but like having a visual. I used to do this a lot last year. I actually need to go back to doing it myself. Um, Basically, what I did, like before I went to bed at night, and the first thing I woke up in the morning doing, or like what I would do, like I would read like short term goals, my long term goals, where I see myself. Hey, where do I see myself in 5 years? Where do I see myself in 10 years? Where do I see myself in 15 years? I actually did that. Like last year, like I started doing that. Like I said, I need to start back doing it. But what that does is, and the reason I looked at that list, like when I first woke up, and like before, before I went to bed at night, was because I wanted my goals and aspirations to be on my, to be in my mind and kind of develop, not kind of, but develop into my subconscious. So, like while I'm grinding or doing what I have to do, like I always have those things in the back of my mind, and it's just automatic. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the best ways. Knowing that down times are gonna come. Man, we're in the age of, everybody wants to look good on social media. Like nobody really talks about the struggle. Nobody talks about the grind. Nobody talks about the late night, early mornings. Nobody talks about times you go without, to do whatever you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody talks about, the times you work 45, 50 hours a week, get your check. Next thing you know, you got to make $100 last over the next week or 2 weeks or whatever the case may be. Like nobody talks about those things because we're in the age of instant gratification. So you really can't pay attention to social media. And I know it's so easy to, you know what I'm saying? Especially every time you go on social media, you see, oh, this person bought this car or they have this, or like they're only showing you the good. Like they're never gonna show you the bad. And that's one of the things about social media. And it's always best to not get too caught up in social media. Like nothing is wrong with having saying like nothing is wrong with wanting to have a presence on social media. Um, if you want to make money or monetize off of social media, hey, most say salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, man, the more sources of income you can you can generate, the better, man. For real, man. Whew, shit, boy. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something right now, Skip Baylor. Skip. Let me tell you, Skip. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, man. In all seriousness, though, like if you want to monetize off of it, hey, salute to you, man. But like social media, like really shows the good and not the bad. Like it's really no balance, and that's another thing or another way to stay, stay dedicated to your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. Like make a plan, and say in 5 years, like you don't have to rush, like you don't have to rush anything, but at the same time, you do kind of want to let, oh well, okay, let's say by the time you're like around my age, 24, 25, you can say, okay, I want to be doing this, and this. But you go to 30, 35, 40, you know what I'm saying, and keep doing it like that, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, because like what you want to do is like you want to build that discipline and that consistency. You know what I'm saying? So your dreams and your goals can become, a reality for you. Instead of just, like worried about the motivation. Not saying you worried about the motivation, because like I said, motivation comes and goes. Shit, truth be told, a lot of times you're really not gonna be motivated. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're gonna not be motivated more times than you are going to be motivated. So it's just about, just staying disciplined and like focus on the consistency and discipline, and then like the results will follow instead of just worried about the motivation or only doing things when you're motivated. Because if you only do things when you're motivated, you know what I'm saying, then you'll never get anything done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. With that being said, I ain't done yet. Let me see. Let me see what else. You know what I'm saying? It really just not comparing yourself to anybody. That's another way. That's similar to what I was saying about the social media aspect. Um, Another way to stay dedicated to your dreams is never really, and this may be the most important one. Like, don't let anyone like deter you from what you want to do with your life. Um, you know what I'm saying? And from the times and from the conversations you and I have both had, um, I can tell like you do have big goals and aspirations, and like the worst thing that can kill a dream, like procrastination can kill a dream. You know what I'm saying? Not being dedicated enough can kill a dream, but listening to the wrong people, that will kill a dream, in my opinion, more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Just for the simple fact of, like I said, a lot of us, and like when I mean us, I mean young black men. Like a lot of us really come from like for lack of a better term, we come from a toxic environment. You know what I'm saying? So us coming from that setting, or like us coming from that environment, you know what I'm saying? Like us coming from that environment, like we're just so like a lot of shit is developed into our like into our subconscious. You know what I'm saying? Like when and like they say, when you consciously tell somebody something, they subconsciously believe it. You know what I'm saying? So somebody can consciously tell you, oh, you're not shit, you ain't gonna amount to shit, you don't do nothing right, this, that, and the third, and in your subconscious, you start to believe it. You may not believe it on the surface level, but you know what I'm saying, inside and in your mind and your subconscious, you'll be like, damn, like I really ain't about shit. You know what I'm saying? And that'll really kill your dream, man. So surround yourself around the right people. Yeah, like surround yourself, around people that'll be honest with you, but at the same time that'll motivate you to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before in one of my videos, excuse me, and like I said before in one of my videos, um, and like those number of people, like you don't want to have too many people around you. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's too many, like if like the bigger the group, or like the bigger, how do I want to say this, like the bigger the crowd, like the less real like that group or setting is, or whatever the case may be. So you want to keep it, I say between 3 to 5 people at most, as long as you can count them on one hand. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's three, if it's two, if it's one, if it's four, if it's five, it's cool. But make sure you just keep it on one hand, because the more people you involve, that's like more outside influence, and you don't want too many influences from the outside, because that can like steer you in the wrong direction. Not saying you're not focused on nothing like that. I'm just saying like the more outside influences, it's kind of like a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want all these outside people in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? It should just be you and the person you with. You know what I'm saying? If y'all have an issue or whatever the case may be, and all these outside factors are into the relationship, then it's not your relationship no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. So yeah, man, always keep the right people around you. Um, and know that the bad days are gonna come. But just because you're having a bad day, or you're going through it, because truth be told, brother, truth be told, man, we all going through it in some way. Some people may not be as vocal about what they're going through, or they may say, "Oh, we ain't going through it." Shit, hey, trust me, brother, we all going through it in some way. Trust me, brother. So it's just like knowing that, what I'm saying, it's nothing really wrong with going through it, as long as you have a plan, and as long as you just not feeling down, or feeling sorry for yourself just because you are going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, going through it is a part of the process. Anybody who is successful, anybody who's made it, they'll tell you, like it's times they wanted to quit. It's times they wanted to quit, they wanted to give up, but they kept going. Some people call it arrogance, some people call it blind faith. I mean, I just call it just staying the course. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I just call it staying the course. Because, like I said, I mean, especially in the beginning, you're gonna have more bad times than you are good, and those bad times, really, you can say they're bad times, but I say they're more of like, like learning experiences, because you can't get to the point you want to go to. Okay, let's say by the time you're around my age, you know what I'm saying? When you're like 24, 25, you can't be the same person that you are, or like you can't be how you are now when you're 24, 25. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to go through things, you have to experience things, you have to, you have to actually go through things to show yourself that you can handle what you want. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I would say too is being careful what you wish for, because you just might get it, whether it be anything good, whether it be anything bad. But just know the power of the tongue. Like, the tongue, it doesn't have any emotions in it, but it's very, very powerful. You know what I'm saying? Because you can literally speak things into existence. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of people are big into